I have with me personal trainer Francois-Rene Jones. Francois, just introduce yourself.
Hi, good night. My name is Francois Jones. I'm 29 years old and I've been a personal trainer for the last 10 years. I attended the American Academy of Personal Training in Manhattan, New York, where I studied a wide variety of topics. So I have a great amount of experience in relation to the fitness industry. I currently conduct a boot camp called Frenchie's Virtual Ready Boot Camp. I also have a home gym located in Pine Garden, St. Michael.
Speaking on the topic of home gym, that means that you're accustomed then to home workouts, and now with our physical or restricted movement with COVID-19, how important is it for people to stay active at home?
It's important for people to stay active because, you know, your immunity is really important in relation to fighting off disease. So don't feel as though because you can't go to a gym that you have to just stay home and do nothing. There's plenty of stuff that you can do. Even if you don't want to pay for a trainer, you can refer to YouTube. There are apps now that you can use. You can go on Google, you know, so you still have options. And I mean, like simple things like chairs, tables, you can even use the floor to perform exercises, as you would know, so that you have a choice.
And in terms of eating rate, how big of a factor does that play in the situation that we're in now with people eating?
Well, in general, we should all aim to eat healthy. When I say healthy, you know, we want to eliminate sugars because sugar actually feeds disease. You know, so eliminate sugars, supplement. You know, a lot of people don't take supplements, and stuff like vitamin C, vitamin E can help to boost immunity as well. Having a solid breakfast. A lot of people skip breakfast as well. That's one of the most solid meals you can have before you start your day. Eat lots of green vegetables as well. And you know, like it's very, very essential to fighting off disease.
And as a personal trainer operating your own gym and boot camp, how has the impact of social distancing, basically the shutdown, affected you?
Well, like most gyms and most trainers, it has affected me somewhat. What I have done though, like most gyms and also personal trainers, I have incorporated online training. There are some clients who would have preferred to do one-on-one training, but I do have some that are very, very dedicated that are still doing the online training with me. Well, it's not the most ideal situation. It's still having to keep them active, you know, and it's important to keep active, you know, to curb depression, to fight depression, I should say, because something like this, you know, that might go on for months can lead to a great deal of depression. Obviously, with job losses, you know, loss of wages, all these kind of things that are occurring, you know.
Well, and that was another point I wanted to ask you. How we talk about the benefits of exercise on a regular basis, but in terms of this kind of situation, no, you mentioned some things like depression. So how are you helping your clients, and what would you encourage other persons who may not necessarily be doing anything right now?
Well, it goes back to the same thing of dieting. You know, dieting, as I said, getting your vegetables in, taking your supplements, drinking plenty of water, eliminating fast foods. The other thing too is meditation. I myself meditate. Helps to clear your mind, you know, to get rid of all the negative energy and negative thoughts. No problem.
For someone who has never exercised before and is stuck at home, maybe working from home or just generally home because of the restricted movement, what should they start by doing now?
You should start when you're starting any exercise program. You want to start very, very slow pace. So, say for instance, you want to start with a push-up. You can't get a full push-up done. There are variations of push-ups you can do. You attempt 5, I should say, and then the next week you try to add on 1. You should incorporate squats, push-ups, squats, and these kind of movements target large amounts of muscles. So they're the most effective exercises to perform. Planks are also good for strengthening the core muscles. Skipping is another good cardiovascular movement. But it's important to start small. You know, don't feel as though yes, some people may be overweight. You know, some people may say, but I'm overweight, I can't do this, I can't do that. You can always do something, right? And as I said before, there's plenty of material online. I have an Instagram page as well, Insta_fit246. If you want to check it out, I have material there as well. But you just start small. You just start with 5. Next week you do 6 push-ups. Next week you do 7. And you try to incorporate multiple exercises in one session, I should say.
And finally, there are some people who are still not taking this pandemic seriously. Any words of encouragement to them?
Personally, the social distancing is very, very, very important. The longer we gather, you know, in large crowds, the longer we'll be in, we call it quarantine, or you want to call it a curfew. I should say curfew, sorry, the correct term, curfew. And we all like to party. We all want to get outside, you know. But like you gotta think not just about yourself, but about others as well. So just try to adhere to the government, you know, and we should be able to fight this thing. I personally think so.
Thank you so much, Francois-Rene Jones, a personal trainer, for taking the time to tell us about the importance of staying active during this time.
Okay, thanks, Kobie.